Well, Steve, are you going to miss this cave?
I will never forget it in the times we've shared.
Steve, what was the name of that level?
Rope.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, rope.
That one was just called Rope.
Yeah. Which is weird, because normally they go for some, like, alliteration thing, and, normally it's, blank, blank. But, yeah, that one was rope. Oh, also, that was a little secret. You probably couldn't have told that you needed a button
I had
slam
no
there.
clue.
Yeah, who would have known? Look at this cave. This cave's got machinery in it. It's got a button. The button makes the thing happen, but if we get off, the thing stops happening. That's weird. We should probably look into that. I mean, not right now, but
I don't know. That
maybe
it's really worth it.
Yeah, maybe one day. Do you still want this combination? You think Shadow Puppet's still good?
I don't know. How are you feeling?
I could go for some glowing if we're not going to do Shadow Puppets, but
Sure.
Oh, that's not how you take them off. Is there a combination with glowing we haven't done? Should we put on like a big Yook? Maybe a big Laylee? I feel like we do big Yook more.
I don't know. They're both pretty distracting. Not that you shouldn't do it, but I think they're both equally.
Oh man, I definitely wish I had two earbuds in for this one, because there are some missing sounds in the song. I'll tell you what. I for all for all the recommendations I make with this game, the biggest thing I'm going to recommend is not playing this game with a single earbud. This game deserves the 2 earbud treatment,
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
I think that's fair of not just this game, but most media.
Yeah, most media, Oh, Steve, you want to hear just a random... the answer is, of course, yes, but a random high school memory that I have.
Yeah.
So, in high school, I've probably mentioned it, and it's probably pretty obvious about the kind of bullshit I talk about. But I was a big fan of dad rock in middle school and in the high school. And my friend Ryan in high school, who I also have another crazy story, unrelated, but he was there, so I'm going to mention it because it's insane. We were in football together, and we were doing
always
bleachers.
a mistake.
Always a mistake. Do not play organized sports. It's a trap. But we were in football together, and we were doing bleachers, and he fell over while we were doing bleachers and fell down the bleachers, and it was like, oh shit, he fell down, and his leg really hurt. He went to the doctor, and it turned out what had happened was he had a tumor in his leg that he didn't know about. That doing the bleachers busted open.
Wow.
Yeah, a thing that I learned that could happen that day.
And now you
Ryan.
Throw yourself down bleachers every chance you get.
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah, doctors recommend it. I mean, I don't have a medical degree, but I have said it, I guess. So I guess you can sue me. Oh, please don't sue me. Oh, I don't recommend that at all. Suing me, you can do whatever you want on bleachers. But my friend Ryan was also a big dad rock music guy. Oh, this is gonna go bad. Oh nope, I did it. Okay, cool. I'm great at video gaming. So good at it.
Love to game.
Laylee. Oh, Steve, did you see that for a second? I wasn't like moving on the thing.
I did.
That's a little glitch that I found with these conveyor belts specifically. I think it comes from. Oh, that was.
Well.
Yeah. I wasn't. With these conveyor belts, I find if you roll and jump onto them, sometimes you end up in a state where you're not moving, and I was wondering what was happening with that. And I find, like, if you look at it, like, so, like, it's moving, like, oh, it's not going to do it, okay. Maybe I'm confused. Whatever you roll and you jump, sometimes you land on it and it doesn't do the thing. I don't know. I'm not QA for this game. I haven't tested it enough.
I'm sure Mr. Physics.
I'm specifically not Mr. Physics. Oh my god. I have told the story about how bad me and college physics has gone multiple times. So it's not good. It's hard. It's a lot of math. Yeah, if you roll and jump on there, sometimes you end up in a state where Yook just doesn't move. And I think it has something to do with the way that the conveyor belts like move, because I find it happens a lot on these moving ones. That it'll be like, well, does it move on? All I was going to say is my friend Ryan, also a Dad Rock fan, and I remember listening to the Beatles song Revolution 1 with him, and we were sharing earbuds, and I was very confused by the song, so I was like, oh, is this a remix? See, like, I'm not moving right now. I thought it was a remix, because I was like,
look at that.
A lot of strange, like, instrumentation going on, and then he was like, oh, wait, no, it's just because I have the earbud with the instruments in it. So
sound mixing is weird sometimes.
It's hard. I have made YouTube videos for so long, and I still don't understand audio. I just try and make everything about the same and hope it just works.
Yeah, I mean, audio mixing is a whole different
It's so
world.
difficult. I don't get it. It's scary. Like with video, it's like, I can just look at it and know if something's gone. Oh, wait, there was a little trap there, Steve. And I always fall for this trap because you see the Eevee and you get excited because you're like, oh, I gotta chase down Eevee. But there's and I always also run into those buzzsaws there because I try to jump over them because I'm excited about catching up to the Eevee, and then you just jump straight into a buzzsaw, and that Quillian went away. But that's fine because I remembered this one.
Oh no, it didn't go away. It just fell into hell.
Oh, okay. As somebody who will one day fall into hell, I understand. But you see this one, Steve? You can fall down there. It's a tricky one. This is
Love their little tricks.
One of the trickier coins in the game, because I don't feel like there's a super-duper good tell there. The tell, I feel, is... So, like, we come out here, and there's this upper door that you're supposed to come out of. So I feel like this is supposed to be the tell, and that you see the door, and you're like, oh, well, how do I get up there? But I feel like that's kind of at odds with a lot of the other stuff in the game, where it's like, you may run past that, and you're like, oh, well, that's an alternate state thing. I don't have to worry about the door. I can get up there. I guess, like, the camera does kind of, like, zone out a bit. So, like, I was able to see the door down there for a second. So it's probably not, like, super unreasonable. But they also do put that Eevee right there. So, like, you're like, yeah, it's Ghost Quill time, baby. And then it's not Ghost Quill time, baby. You'll get to the end of the level and you'll be like, where's that damn second coin? Like my friend Shadow the Hedgehog, who we're not going to talk about Sonic anymore. We're not going to talk about Sonic anymore.
We don't have to anymore. We're free, apparently.
We don't have...
Because I played 20 minutes of the best Sonic game ever, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1.
I don't want to hear any more of your fucking words about my friend Sonic the Hedgehog. I get it. He's a corporate thing, and I died there, and I have to get that second coin again. But I love that little bastard. He's a blue little creature. How can you not love a blue little creature?
I
don't want to talk about Sonic. Why are you talking about Sonic, Steve? Stop.
You keep bringing him up.
I'm not bringing him up. I'm just saying that Sonic is really... Sonic is so super cool, and you keep making fun of him, and you shouldn't make fun of him, but we're not going to talk about Sonic anymore.
I'll make fun of him unless you try to get me to admit he's cool.
Steve, can you admit he's cool?
Love Sonic. He's cool.
Thank you for your emotional honesty, Steve. I appreciate it. It's okay if you put up your facade of not liking Sonic for the rest of this episode. He's a cool guy. He shows up, and he's like... Huh, what's happening? And then he fights a god. Steve, he fights a god, and he kills the god, and then he points at the god, and he says, heh, I'll play with you some other time. That's cool, Steve.
What is this in?
Sonic Adventure 1 when he fights Chaos.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know that little game, Sonic Adventure 1? That you said was dog shit?
I'll say it again too.
I know you will. And that's why we're not going to talk about Judy. David Bowie's famous quote.
I would also describe it as embarrassing.
Well, yeah, but the embarrassing part's what's good about it.
No, I mean like embarrassing, like as a game.
Yeah, that's what's good about it.
Just in terms of like...
It's an interesting thing, because it's a 3D platforming game that came out like... It was like, what, 2 years after Mario 64? And it's interesting to see like the ways that like Sega wouldn't just like do what Mario did right. and tried to like do Sonic, and it just didn't work. But they tried. They tried. Damn, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing. That would be the smart thing, to touch our friend, the checkmate.
That does make sense.
It does make sense. It's advice that I keep offering that I also keep forgetting. Not that me forgetting things is a running thing. Yeah, so we're done. We're done talking about Sonic. You know, Sonic's cool. We've all come to this agreement. We all understand. So now we're talking. Now we're talking about the Suda51 game Killer 7 and talking about why it's really great and much better than No More Heroes.
Sonic, yeah.
You know, I would say that it's better than Sonic, but that's not fair because Killer 7's really good. Steve, how many members of the Killer 7 do you think there are?
Probably like 3 or 4.
You're off by a couple. I mean, I guess it's debatable what we would call a member of the Killer 7 once you consider the in, but you know, the answer's and the game does answer like, what about what do, but it's like a, you know, it's a cool game. You should play it, Steve.
I'm looking at a box of it right now.
What, you got it on the GameCube?
Yeah.
That's good because I was gonna say the PlayStation 2 version's worse. I don't know that for sure. It's just PlayStation 2 is a weaker console than the GameCube, so I assume
The almighty power of Nintendo's gaming cube.
Yeah, so I just assume it's better on the gaming cube. Do you remember the argument I had with Andrew circa 10 years ago about?
Yes, definitely. Whatever it is.
Our friend Andrew, I don't know why, but he just got really mad at me for like, because I was like, yeah, I like the Nintendo Wii, I think it's good, and he's like, Nintendo Wii is dog shit. Nintendo's always been dog shit. I was like, I mean, obviously, I was not as level-headed as I am about it now because I don't know, like, it wasn't even 10 years ago. I think I was 16 years old when we had that argument.
Yeah.
And it was just real weird because it was like, he was like, well, it's dog shit. Why isn't it dog shit? And, you know, it was a teenager argument, but like it ended up being like, well, why isn't just Nintendo the worst company ever? And it's like, I mean, hey, believe you me, I'll complain about Nintendo. They fuck up a lot of shit. But, you know, they make a good game. Like that Mario guy.
They made the little guy Mario.
Yeah, we love them little.
Now you want me to say Mario's cool?
Embarrassing.
I'll say Mario's cool.
What a fucking embarrassing little Italian man. He's not even a little creature.
He's not Italian anymore. He's normal.
He's normal. He worships Jesus Christ.
A good Catholic boy.
Yeah. Just like Lupin the Third, according
That's
to,
right.
According to the Time Machine episode of Lupin Part 1. God, Lupin Part 1's been a trip. Also,
Lupin Part 1 is pretty good.
It's pretty good, but it's funny because like I dipped out of Part 2 to watch some Part 1 at a time, and I was like, oh shit, is Part 1 just look better than like Part 2? And then I go back to Part 2 just in time for it to be like several months after Mystery of Mamo and just before Castle of Cagliostro, and be like, oh no shit, this show looks great when it gets budget.
Yeah, but there is like not really anything that looks like Part 1 from when it was being made.
Yeah, it was definitely a very, good looking show. Also, Lupin, he's a nice man. You don't get that in Part 2.
He's a nice man, yeah.
He's cool. Did we get all the... Oh, thank God. I super zoned out with that one. And that's... If I zone out, we're going to get me missing coins. I also feel like there was a point I was going to make. I was saying something about Killer 7 and about it being good. I guess that's not a point to make about this game, so it's fine if it's lost to time. I don't know. Killer 7, it's good, actually. You should go play it. It's available on Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
It's available on PC now, so it's easier to play. You don't need the Nintendo's Gaming Cube if you want to play it.
Let's see how much I paid for it, if that's still on here. Oh, it doesn't say anymore.
Oh, you were looking for
it. Oh, no, it does. $8.99.
Oh, that's a great price for that game. I definitely paid more for it when I bought my my GameCube copy, because I had it when it came out new, but when it came out new, it was like very much like my dad was like, well, time to go to GameStop to sell all of these video games so you can get new video games if that's what you want. And, you know, nothing wrong with that.
It's got 2 discs.
Oh, yeah, it's a 2-disc game, baby. There's so many graphics in that game, Steve. And by that, I mean, oh, Steve, that game looks so fucking good. Because it's all, like, cel-shaded with, like, flat textures.
Sure.
So, like, even playing it on, like, a GameCube today, it's not going to look bad. Also, you get to experience the majesty of Killer 7. And then I'll be able to talk to you about how it's fucked up that that they don't get included in the story, which I assume is related to the story cutbacks that the game had. Because there's a lot of story that... the game kind of paused there for a minute, and I got a little scared.
I don't know what you're saying.
I saw it on my end. I don't know. Oh, what?
No. I know. I saw that little hitch too, but I meant like with the cut story and all that. I don't know what any of that means. Oh,
Killer 7, just an absolute, just like, it's like someone had a dream of a video game, but then it became real. It's cool. Killer 7, he's a nice man, but he's cool, you know? So this is Hive Russell, named after Hyle Russell, who's the co-founder of DK Vine, and the unofficial, like, first member of, not the DK
crew.
Yeah, the DK crew, but the, like, fan bees that made it into the game. Because when Playtonic announced the hashtag Pick Me Phoebe contest, this was like, hey, this is a
contest which you were robbed.
A contest which I was robbed, and this motherfucker was immediately granted a winning position. Conspiracy at the highest level. This is what Neil Breen needs to be making movies about. But he's too busy wasting his time, I don't know, making something about, like, cyborg Jesus. He's not wasting his time. He's doing good work. Doing great work. Also, Steve, officially halfway point of the game, 100 coins out of 200. We finally have the half a point of bees.
Finally. We've done it.
Steve, you want to hear something fucked up, though?
Yeah.
Next episode will be the halfway point in terms of how many episodes there are, though. Uh-oh.
Well, one of them's going to be like a 40-hour stream, right?
Uh-oh!